right, coming on stage for the first time in his life, we had a wonderful time working with him on Tuesday nights, building up to be ready for our show. Ladies and gentlemen, please, here he comes toward the stage. A big hand for Mr. Justin Popick. Come on, give it a hand. Come on. Let him hear it. Here he is. Please come to the stage.
Hello, everyone. Hey. So just before I came here tonight, I had a 20-minute argument with my 5-year-old daughter over what she considers to be toilet paper. The other day I was on Facebook, and my mom just doesn't get it. There was a question that someone had put up that said, what can you say during family dinners that you could also say during sex? My mom posted yummy. And if that's not bad enough, another one said, the name of the last show that you watched is the name of your vagina. And she posted, Chicago Fire. So I said, Ma, you can't keep doing that. Everything is public. Everyone can see it on Facebook. So she said, fine, I'll use Twitter. My stepfather, Gary, is in a national commercial for psoriasis medication, where he brags about his sexy elbows. Maybe you've seen it. Everyone recognizes him everywhere he goes, and it's very embarrassing. One night we went out to dinner, and he nudged me and said, hey, I think the waitress recognizes me, check this out. Waitress comes over and says, excuse me, sir, were you in that commercial? So he said, why, yes, I was. She said, okay, great, can you get your elbows off the table? So she walked away and I said, wow, Gary, you're batting 1,000. Why don't you tell her about your commercial for erectile dysfunction? My daughter is just delightful. In kindergarten, they were celebrating the 100th day of school, so the teacher went around the room asking each kid, when you're 100, you'll be. So one kid said rich, another one said famous, my daughter says dead. One night, she didn't finish her dinner, so naturally she wouldn't get dessert. She said, but Daddy, you said that we can have dessert. So I said, you're right, we are having dessert, you are not. So the next day, walking her to school, it's raining, my glasses fog up, so I said, do me a favor, let me know if we're going to step into a puddle, because I can't see very well. So, sure enough, 3 seconds later, I step in a huge puddle. So I said, where were you on that one? She said, Daddy, you said to let you know if we were going to step in the puddle. We didn't, you did. My friends tell me that I'm very easy to talk to, and that they share things with me that they wouldn't share with other people. So one friend joked and said, maybe you should work for the crisis hotline. So I went on an interview, and the woman said, sir, you can't work here. So I said, why not? She said, you're already on our suicide watch list. Brought my family over to my mom's house for dinner, and at the table my mom says, can you believe I've never gotten a DUI? So I said, Ma, is that something you really want to brag about in front of your kids, or in front of your grandkids? And then my daughter said, oh, don't worry, Daddy, I already saw her tweet about it. And you should see what she said about Chicago Fire. So, my wife and I celebrated our 8th anniversary recently. And at the dinner table, she said, if I had a twin, who would you like better, me or my twin? So I said, actually, I'd like to have both of you at the same time. She said, well, fine. Tonight you're not getting either of us. So I said, who are you to answer for her? But then that got me thinking, it would be a nice idea, a threesome. So I told my wife, well, I think I found someone that would be interested. And she said, oh, really? I said, yeah, just let me know if we're going to do it, because I have to Venmo her $500. That's it for me. Thank you very much.
Give me a hand. First I want to say Justin Popick. Justin Popick.